So things about Creation Club have been pretty quiet for a while. For some of you, I'm sure you're really happy about this, the people that don't like the program and just want it to go away. But for the rest of us who kind of want to see it succeed and just don't really like the current state it's in, I have some good news for you. Over the past few weeks, we've actually been getting some updates about Creation Club on the Bethesda.net forums. Many of these updates are coming from Cartography, who is an employee at Bethesda Game Studios and like a community manager of sorts. I wrongly predicted last week that we would be getting more content. It just felt like it was about time and that we were due for some new releases. Well, I was actually wrong, and I was actually way wrong. In a question asking about when the next wave of Creation Club content was coming on Bethesda.net forums, we actually got a response that likely next month for both SSC and Fallout 4. Some things are being adjusted to reflect feedback received at launch. So it's actually pretty awesome. It seems like Bethesda internally is actually looking at some of the outcry and rage that is coming from the community surrounding Creation Club and seeing if there is a way to fix it. We've seen some of this in the past. The Skyrim survival mode got its price reduced. It was actually for free at launch, as well as we've had some just sales and things being offered for free in general. And even just as an overarching improvement, the Fallout 4 release of Creation Club, which of course did come about a month before Skyrim's release, was of much lower quality. By the time they got around to releasing it for Skyrim, there was definitely a quality boost and things were a bit more worth the money. I still would argue they weren't worth the money, but it was a lot closer to hitting the right price target, even if a lot of us did feel it was still kind of far off. But hey, it was progress. Another question a lot of us have had is, are we going to get kind of large scale projects in Creation Club? DLC sized quest mods that we've seen from the community seem like they would be a perfect fit for this program. We actually got a response to this as well. This one's a bit longer, so I'll summarize it a little bit. They do mention how at the beginning of the program, they're really only working with one creator on one creation at a time. This kind of makes sense because it seems like it's just a lot easier to manage that rather than having multiple people working on one creation at a time. But they say going forward, this is something they'll probably look to do. The exact quote is, "One of our goals is larger and more collaborative projects." That's pretty exciting. It seems like in the future, they are kind of looking to at least somewhat produce higher quality and more expansive content. Things like new world spaces, quests, maybe weapon packs. We don't actually know specifically what they'll be doing, but this coupled with the idea that they are reworking or refining a lot of the things within Creation Club definitely seems like there's going to be some promise going forward. They also do clarify that nothing the size of any of the Fallout 4 DLCs will probably come out through this program, which is again to be expected. Far Harbor and Nuka World took a lot of time, and there was probably multiple developers behind them, and even if you had 5 independent developers through Creation Club, it would take a hell of a long time to build something on the same scale as Far Harbor. And even just a final quote to actually reinforce this even further, they do say, "We are looking to release larger creations and have more collaborative projects, but creations are expected to always be smaller scale than full DLC." And I don't know about you guys, but I'm totally fine with this. I think there's a lot of examples of community-made quest mods that I would be very happy paying for. Things like America Rising, 50 Ways to Die at Dr. Nick's. These are definitely not on the same scale as Nuka World, Dawn Guard, or Far Harbor, but they still are extremely high quality and a ton of fun to play and experience. If Bethesda started focusing on mods like that or creations like that through their program, maybe a few custom weapons or armors included in them, I know myself and I imagine a lot of you guys would be pretty happy with the program. I'm going to go out on a whim and say there's going to be a lot of mixed reactions about this one, but I encourage you guys to kind of just keep an open mind. Creation Club doesn't have to suck. A lot of us want it to suck, or people just want to see it fail, but I don't really think that's realistic. I don't think it's going to go away anytime soon, and a good Creation Club can exist, something that we enjoy and something that gets mod authors paid while producing quality content for us. As always, again, thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed. Hopefully you found this video informative, and just full disclosure, I was paid by Bethesda to make this video, so take that with a grain of salt. I doubt it impacted my opinions in any way, but as always, I thank you guys for watching. I do hope you enjoyed again, and I'm totally joking about what I just said.